Yo, welcome back to Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Today is the Lionsgate portal. So I wanted to do a little bit about this energy for folks who aren't quite so familiar or just need a refresh. I'm going to be using Google for the most part. I tap into a lot of other readers. The 8-8 portal is one of the most powerful times of manifesting what it is you desire, while also releasing what is no longer serving, right? Anytime there's any sort of portal or, within the moon cycles as well, but portals and eclipses especially are a great time to really, really solidify exactly what it is that you want and release what you don't, okay? So the Lionsgate portal it's an alignment between Sirius, which is in the Canis Major constellation. It is one of the brightest stars in the sky. So Canis Major is a dog, and it is Orion's dog. So Canis Major is right next to Orion. So the pyramids in ancient Egypt were built to match up with Orion's belt, I believe, or I don't know. So there's some sort of relationship to ancient Egypt and Sirius. There's a Sirius A and a Sirius B. The Mali people, the Dogon people in Mali, Africa, mapped Sirius A and B. They were the people who did that without any sort of technology. This was done. My nose ring is coming up. This was done a long, long time ago, but there's a lot of things that today in this modern society we don't really take as truth or important in regards to ancient civilization. There was a time in which the entire world was connected, like Atlantis, ancient Egypt, and these civilizations had mapped out things, right? I'm thinking of the movie Moana in terms of following the stars, right, as a way of like wayfinding. So if that resonates with you, it's kind of what this portal is. So there's this relationship between Sirius and Earth right now, and the Lionsgate portal is a very important thing. Now, Lionsgate, we are within, so in ancient Egypt, there were these lions that they would, like the Sphinx, you remember the big Sphinx? But there were lions that they would put as the keepers of the gate. So on either side, and I'm sure you've seen that in like rich people neighborhoods or whatever, there's, lions on either side of like a stairway going to the front door or whatnot. That is considered the keepers of the gate, right? So there's like this acknowledgement of power and balance within that. And ancient Egypt was very big about balance, also about finding the balance between your primal instincts and your human instincts or your human abilities within consciousness, right? That's why a lot of the ancient Egyptian gods were human bodies with animal heads, okay? You can look more into that, but I do want you to understand that whatever people say, the Lionsgate portal is very much derived from African culture, okay? Like ancient African culture. And many different countries had their own relationship. Okay. Let's do a little... The Lionsgate portal... Okay. The Lionsgate portal is a yearly astrological event occurring around August 8th, where the Earth and the star Sirius and the constellation Orion align, creating a powerful energy gateway believed to enhance manifestation and spiritual growth. It is associated with Leo season, symbolizing courage, strength, and self-expression. So Leo is ruled in the tarot by the card Strength, and the Strength card is represented by the lion. And that's also in relationship to your solar plexus. Okay? Your solar plexus is the yellow chakra. It is right here between your belly button and your sternum. That is where you derive your confidence, your self-esteem. So again, with the full moon tomorrow, the theme was let the world see the real you, or something along those lines. So there's just this really, really, really powerful energy today and tomorrow. You might feel exhausted, you might be going through some ascension symptoms, but regardless, my son is named after ancient Egypt, and yesterday was his birthday, so this is a really, and his dad named himself the Dogon, so this is a really powerful energy for my family in particular, which is why I'm making this video explaining it a little bit more. But finding our balance, finding our confidence, right? So thinking about what I said about like the keepers of the gate, the lions, finding that roar, that lion, that prowess within you, right? What is it that you want to go after? What is it that you know you need to accept about yourself so that you can be seen, so that you can allow people in? And I'm still working through that too, I think it's a lifelong process for some of us, especially depending on how much trauma you have. How long does it last? So it usually starts in like the late July, and it goes until, it says right here, it goes till August 12th. But remember that we are living through, the current society we live in is based on a Gregorian calendar, which is a colonizer calendar, and what we're talking about is ancient, okay? Again, thinking about oral tradition, right? Before things were written down. These were the stories and the things that the hieroglyphics talked about, right? The Dogon people in Mali are still present, and they are the people who mapped Sirius B. And Mali and Egypt are not next door neighbors country-wise, but they are both in northern Africa. So anyway, thinking about what it is that you can do to instill your own self-esteem, your belief in self, what it is that you feel called to do is also a part. Like, what outside of you can you do to make yourself known? For an example, I've always wanted to have some sort of... Are you okay? Yeah. The ambulance. The ambulance is a passion project. Are you okay? I will get that for you in a minute. You know I'm working, honey. Please give me a minute, okay? I will be right with you. I'll be right with you. You need to go eat your breakfast. If you want. So what outside of you can you, or what do you want? What do you, what is your vision board? What is it that you see for yourselves? And a lot of people don't even access this because of capitalism, because of the society, because of fear, because of trauma, because of a lot of things. So if you're in a space to receive this, and utilize this energy, they say it goes till the 12th, but just tap in and see how it feels, right? So today is the Lionsgate portal. It's the most potent day. The portal has been open. I mean, it depends on how the earth and the stars and stuff are moving, right? Because it's all about an alignment. So maybe spend some time, and then with the full moon tomorrow in Aquarius. Remember, Aquarius is about visionary humanitarianism. Aquarius is the water bearer, right? So thinking about water in the tarot is like emotion. right? So what emotion are you needing to get through in order to really manifest what it is that you want, desire, need, things like that. Let me go ahead and see what else Google has to say about the Lionsgate portal. I love the Lionsgate portal. My favorite portal is the 1111 portal though, because I like fall. But I mean, anytime the numbers align, it is a portal. So, just because this is the Lionsgate portal doesn't mean that on, September 9th there isn't going to be another portal, right? Like there's always an opportunity to transmute energy using numbers, using energy, using alignment, right? Within ourselves and others, like outside of us. Okay. The Lionsgate portal is open, allowing for heightened energy and opportunities for manifestation. The portal is believed to be a time in which the energy from Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, is amplified by the sun's alignment, according to the Farmer's Almanac, which is all stolen knowledge from ancient African culture, just so you know. This alignment, along with the symbolism of the number 8, which does represent infinity, and 8 and 8 together is 16, 6 and 1 is 7. So when I think of that, I think of the 7 oceans, or the 7 seas, the 7 continents, thinking about the universality, is that a word? Universalism? I don't know. The universe at large, thinking about your part within that, not just, I want a new car. This is about, especially with this Aquarius full moon, and Aquarius full moons always fall within Leo season, right? Based on this calendar that we are living in. So, again, thinking about, if you need to go watch some of the What's Your Callings, go watch those, but like thinking about what it is that you offer to the world, what it is that drives you, what you're passionate about, what you want to provide to others. I mean, think about if you didn't have to work, what would you do? What would you want to do? And then do everything you can to do that, right? That's kind of the vibe. So, happy manifesting. Remember to manifest for the greater good of all, right? And harm to none, right? We don't utilize these kinds of time. You should never ever manifest against someone else. You should always just manifest within your own energy. Remember that everyone has free will, so you do not get to play God, okay? But other than that, I hope this helps. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple spirit animals for the day. Maybe those will resonate as well. Go ahead and check out the constellations, and again, tomorrow we have a full moon in Aquarius. By the time this is uploaded, the full moon video will also be uploaded, so go check that out if you need to. I'm just reading from the Moonology deck about the energies, themes. But yeah, have a good one. Happy manifesting.